Hi, it's October the 20th and I'm down in the river garden, the isolation garden, one of the Koanga isolation gardens. This is Micheles' garden, and I'm looking here at a patch of tawi, which is an edible lupin. It's a large, flat, white-seeded edible lupin in South America. Some places it's a very important staple food crop, and I can see quite a lot of potential here, and we're just bulking the seed up from a very small handful in the beginning. Behind that we have a bed of flaxseed. Here we have some sweet peas. Over here we have our cylindrical beetroot, which went through a huge rigorous process of selection last autumn when we took out the beetroot and to select for the kind of roots that we're looking for. And then next to that we have our carrots that are just starting to go up to seed. These are the oxheart carrots. Every seed garden here has its own set of seeds that it keeps alive, so that the gardener in that garden gets to know those plants really well and is more able to do the roguing and the selection work, and yeah, just so that there's people who intimately know every seed line. So a bed here of Bohemian sugar peas, about to start flowering. Here we have the white tree onions, which are actually much stronger looking than the brown ones that we've had for years. We grew these here for the first time last year, and we were very impressed with the results, and they look very strong this year as well. It'll be interesting to see how they go when we harvest them. Next we have a bed of red crimson flowered broad beans. So this is an outstanding broad bean cultivar. As you can see, the flowers are absolutely crimson. The beans are green potted and the seeds are green, but the actual flowers are really amazing. Worth growing just for the flowers. And then we have a bed of leeks. It's Leon leek, which is our outstanding leek. Really, they're all just going up to seed. They look pretty good. Next we have a bed of Havelock sugar snap peas, which I think are really the same as the Bohemian sugar peas, but they have a different story, and they came to this land from a different part of the globe with different families, and so we've kept them both going because the stories are so good. This came with a Swiss woman, and the others came with the Bohemian settlers in the Puhoi Valley. This looks like a little patch of one of the very special heritage barley cultivars here. And then here we have a large block of purple sprouting broccoli. Going to have a lot of lovely seed there. Got flowers all along the front here. Michelle loves her flowers. And then we have a crop almost ready to harvest nearly of tatsoi. Look at all the work that goes into covering everything from the birds. And then a bed of coriander, flowering strongly. It's going to be a good crop of coriander seed. And here we have a bed of Henry Harrington's flowering shallots, which I can't really see any difference between these and Egyptian tree onions, to be honest, but we're keeping them lines distinct because they always have been, and we may yet notice differences. Yeah, and then I'll turn around, and the other part of the garden, the other side of the garden is the side we just looked at. All of that was planted in autumn, and it goes to seed this time of the year, and this other part of the garden is all being planted now. So here we have, Michelle's just planted her 3 beds of pumpkins. One will be a pepo, one will be a maxima, one will be a machata. I'm not sure what lines she was planting this year. This is the medicinal herb bed here. You can see motherwort. You can see withania here. We've got withania available for seed now. It's a pretty special medicinal herb. We have echinacea and bergamot and chamomile. I can't remember. Oh, this is soapwort. And yeah, the withania or astragalus. Arnica montana. It's Arnica montana. We'll have hopefully seed of that next season, with all the late this summer. Marshmallow, clary sage. Yeah, a lot of special, and echiums, special things in here. Some beds there ready to be planted. Some peas flowering, more flowers. Alpine strawberries over there. beautiful compost heap that they made about a week ago. And the St. John's wort in the barrel outside the greenhouse here. Little peek in her greenhouse so we can see what's coming up. Our peppers are still waiting to go out. Zinnias, peppers, more cucumbers, lots more flowers, all the summer flowers, tweedia, sunflowers, loofah. I'm not sure what they are, they're tiny, that might be tobacco. And the sunflowers, she grows lion's mane sunflowers down here, as well as watermelons, yep. And yeah, I guess some of those things are going in these. Oh, these are corn beds. She's growing, not sure what corn Michelle's growing. Is she down in this garden? There's another bed of barley in the background. Yep, so there's a really wide range of seed crops in here now. All the ones planted in autumn are going up, and all the other beds have been prepared and sitting and are ready, waiting to be planted for the summer crops. Yeah, it's a really, really beautiful garden.